Hey everyone, Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business. Today we're going to be talking about my blockchain social media metrics and crypto earnings from blockchain and crypto social media. Jumping right in. First here we have my overall social media metrics. I'm at 265,000 engagements. So that's really, really great. I'm up 6% from last month. You know, most months, these are progressing pretty consistently. I'm up to 184,000 video views, 38,000 comments. Followers is a bit of a confusing one because I think last month it was at like 96,000 or something like that. I had some like issue with my spreadsheet. Clearly, I fixed it all up and now it's at the correct number for what my followers are actually. They've been increasing probably like 4 to 5% per month. And I don't know where the issue was that made me think that I got like 10,000 followers or whatever in 1 month. But this is the actual accurate one. So I'm not going to hit 100K this month, but I probably will by the end of the year if this keeps up. So, you know, just wanted to make sure I got that correction out so no one goes and is like, hey, why is this so off? Yes, a lot of this stuff is done manually, but I spend hours and hours and hours, and I will go back and correct things and, you know, fix anything that does have any issues that do occur, and as I have. So I just want to make sure that was transparent. In terms of my social media platforms, everything is still progressing fairly well. LBRY still is by far growing faster than anywhere else. Read.Cash is the next big growth platform for me. It has been exploding. Absolutely crazy, you guys. I'll bring it up right now because there's no point in waiting. The amount of people that have been joining this platform is overwhelming. They have over $200,000 donated to the platform, mostly by Mark DeMeasel, and they're giving out $500 worth, US dollars worth of Bitcoin Cash every day to creators on this platform. So today, I stand to earn about $2.50 almost. And we're only it's only 3:30 p.m. So I stand to get a lot of Bitcoin Cash today. So that's fantastic. You can use this platform. You can sponsor other people. You can get sponsored. You can also boost your content, which is great. These are my sponsors right now. I've almost got 1,000 followers on here, rapidly growing. Honestly, this is probably the fastest growing platform that I'm on right now in terms of like how big it was before. You could probably more arguably say that LBRY is bigger in terms of its actual user base size. But given that they were only at about 3,500 users in the beginning of June, today they are at 23,000 users. That's insane. Insane. Their growth is just rapidly increasing. You can see here new users per day. It's been steadily increasing. They were just reaching like peak joins very recently, yesterday actually. So there's a lot going on. Highly, highly recommend this platform. It's mainly for blogging, but you can also do short posts and you can embed videos from LBRY and stuff like that. So they support decentralized platforms. Really, really great to see. So again, highly recommend checking out Read.Cash, and I will sponsor you if you do join. So feel free to let me know. Twitter has been actually growing pretty good. I've been interacting with a lot of people on Twitter, and crypto Twitter is a really great place to just reach a lot of people. Obviously, I wish we had a better alternative for where a lot of people would actually use it in a similar way. You could say Minds or Float are probably the contenders for that, but I would love to see a solid replacement. But this has been growing really well. I probably got like 200 or 300 followers recently, so this is growing a little bit faster lately, and I've been getting more interactions on there, which is fantastic. A lot of this other stuff is, you know, what you're usually used to seeing and having me report on. A lot of the same stuff is going on. Not a ton of changes lately. I did do a few more interviews. I did one with Uptrennd from Ferrum Network last month. I also talked with Erica Gemma. She's really great. She talked a lot about, we went through gold, fiat, Bitcoin, And we just talked about a lot of different stuff and she makes a lot of great educational content. So feel free to check out that interview. And I'm doing a little bit more work with more companies in the crypto space, so that's great to see. Outside of that, there's not a ton that has changed, so I'll keep this pretty brief so you guys don't have to, listen to me rant on for a while. And I know most of you actually come here for the earnings rather than just my social media metrics because it's not as important, but you do want to see which platforms are progressing and how well, maybe to give you some insight. So that's what I try to focus on, what you guys could probably take away from this. So for August, I earned a little bit more than I did the previous month, so that's really good to see. Again, in August, I wasn't posting as much as I used to. I've just been kind of taking more vacation time, taking a little bit more breaks. I'm doing a lot more work on in terms of my full-time job. So I appreciate everyone's patience with me not getting out as many videos. I'm still trying to do as many videos as possible. Lately, I've been putting a lot more work into huge reviews that take a long time. So that may still happen a little bit in terms of me not posting as much because I'm just researching and doing stuff. Don't worry, I'm always putting in the work though. So I appreciate everyone for watching and sticking around. All right. So for PublishOX, they've switched off, they don't have DAI anymore. They just give out straight up Ethereum, which is nice to see, but they did have to change their withdrawal restrictions because of Ethereum gas fees, and that's completely fair. I mean, they will change it back to normal as things get fixed, or maybe they'll figure out something else. I have no doubt that they'll be able to fix this. The great thing about PublishOX is that they're crypto agnostic, meaning they don't have any token that they are beholden to, so they will be able to switch based on the needs of their users pretty easily. But everything they are giving out right now is ERC20 or Ethereum. But again, that may change. So maybe we'll see them adopt Bitcoin Cash or something else. That'd be really cool to see. But I earned a pretty good amount on there this month. Partially because I did write a contest post, which won me some Ethereum. And you can see that here because I did get $81 worth of Ethereum. But in terms of my regular earnings, I did get some ETH that probably wasn't included in this. So it might have been $70 or something like that. But I earned about $6 of BAT and $44 of LRC because LRC drastically increased in value. I think it doubled in value in just that 1 month. So, I mean, if you were holding LRC, you're probably laughing now. I only started to really start collecting these recently. Before, I was always just selling right away into Ethereum, just maxing my Ethereum. Now, obviously, I don't want to bother with gas fees. So I'm just kind of collecting everything and just holding on to everything. Brave Browser, again, amazing platform. If you don't use Brave Browser, you really should. If you don't and you want to, please do use my referral link, though. You'll find it somewhere in the comments or the description, sorry. Really, really easy way to earn money. You earn it in the form of BAT, the basic attention token. It's worth a pretty good amount, and I still see a lot of upside for the price. They're always getting new people joining, and it's absolutely free. So it's just a better experience all around if you're using Brave Browser versus any other browser, in my opinion at least. LBRY, really great. I've been earning more, which is really nice to see, and basically none of this was coming from donations or anything, so this is just straight up earnings, and it's higher than last month and the previous month, so that's really awesome to see. And I'll keep pushing along on LBRY. I'm at over 22,000 subscribers, or followers rather, getting close to 23,000. So again, thank you so much for everyone who is following me there. I'm 21st, I believe, or 22nd top followed account. I'd love to get that back up into the top 20. So all of your support is greatly appreciated. For Steem, it continues to, be somewhat mediocre, unfortunately. But, I'm happy to continue posting on DTube for, an extra little bit of money. And while I don't really support Steem because of Justin Sun, I'm still happy to, interact on that platform. No point in isolating that audience if any of my audience on there aren't all moved to Hive. I'd still like to provide them with beneficial content. And it's the same reason why I post on YouTube and everywhere else, because I'm trying to be diversified and I'm not trying to alienate anyone or force anyone to watch me anywhere specifically. But if you decide to watch me on LBRY, you will see these videos before anyone else will, because I post on LBRY at least an hour ahead of anywhere else. On Hive, I got about 171 Hive, more than last month. So this is starting to increase again, which is good. I need to post more. All of this would be like just way better if I was posting more, because I mean, if you look at some of my older ones, I was posting almost every day and I was making a lot less than this. So, you know, with the way that the prices have all gone up, so you're making a lot more in the value that you're actually getting, and there's more people on these platforms. Just the market being bullish has just got a lot more going on. So that's really, really great to see. And again, I always have to stress that if you do hold on to your earnings, they're probably going to be worth more in the future, because every single time that I've done this, a month later, usually at least some of the coins are worth more, or they went up at some point and then dropped after a sell-off, but you could have taken advantage of that too. So I think it's really important to stress, BAT was like 20 cents a month or two ago. It went all the way up to 40 something cents. You could have made a ton of money. You still could have made a ton of money because it's still way higher. But just getting these coins and then holding them and letting them appreciate and then selling at the right time is going to be extremely, extremely helpful and impactful to your ability to earn and actually get some money on this platform. So I earned about 0.3 BCH, which was really good to see, and about 0.75 was donated. So that was really good. Thank you so much for people donating. Or actually, oh, sorry, no, that was from last month. I should have removed that. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was confused because I was like 0.3 plus would be one full, and it's only $85. Yeah, so that makes more sense. 0.3 BCH, it was worth $284 at the time. It's worth $85. By the way, all these prices were as of August 1st. This is when I actually did the pricing. Some of these may be less now, but I mean, so that won't be perfect for what I just said. But if you hold and you wait, they usually tend to go up. And I would be unsurprised if by the end of September, all of these are above what they are when I did this, because they probably are lower now. But I would not be surprised if by the end of the month, they were higher than they were when I did this. So I expect to make appreciation gains off of these as well. But yeah, so this was just $85, but still really, really good considering Read.Cash is so new. It's completely funded by donations, and it's growing rapidly. Like, you guys really got to take advantage of Read.Cash. It's pretty wild that Read.Cash by itself is giving me more money than Steem and Hive combined. And this is the newest platform that I'm using. Mines gave me 0.2587 Ethereum for Mines Pro. That's worth a decent amount. It was $124, but this is an anomaly, right? They only are paying me now after I have $100 earned. So the likelihood of me getting these regularly, like, I'll probably only get paid by Mines every 3-4 months. I don't see it being any more frequent than that. And if you're spending $40 a month to have Mines Pro, you've lost money. I am extremely lucky to have Mines Pro for free. And I'm sort of like demoing what you could do. But if you paid for it, it's just a bad time. Uptrennd, I earned 933 1UP tokens. I said I was going to stop posting Uptrennd rewards, but then Uptrennd went up in price to just a ridiculous amount. So I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to include it. Like, previously it was at 4 cents. So this would actually be like double basically. And, $20, $30, $40 is not worth, it's worth including. Otherwise I wouldn't be including Steem. And so that'd be hypocritical. because I'm not a super big fan of Steem or Uptrennd anymore. So I felt it was fair to include it. With that being said, the grand total came to $892.50 US, which is about $1,160.25 Canadian. That's really good, you guys. Notably more than last month, which I believe came to like $947 Canadian. So I'm really happy to see that, we're seeing increases again. I'm starting to see more money. Again, this is a lot, this is very highly tied to whether or not I'm posting very frequently. So this isn't, all inherent to how well the platforms are actually paying out and stuff like that. But I am posting the same content on all of the platforms. So this does give you some idea of how much you could earn for the same amount of effort on each platform. So this is a breakdown of what I'm earning. So this kind of gives you that idea in a visual, in a nice visual. So you could see, I put in, let's just say arbitrarily, I say I spent 5 hours posting on everything and doing my whole video editing, all that stuff for the day. For all of my efforts, 61% of the reward is coming from LBRY. That's a big deal. This should indicate, kind of where your priorities and your efforts are being focused. Not that you should just go where the money is, but it's also going to be indicative of your audience and all that good stuff too. My biggest audience is also on LBRY, so it does make sense for me to cater based on this. But to each their own. You can see that Read.Cash here takes up a good 11% of my earnings. So again, I should have a good focus on this platform. Same with PublishOX, right? And PublishOX actually takes up even more with all these different values here. But this was from a contest, so I will say that that's slightly anomalous. Brave is always going to be a tiny percentage, but it's 100% free. I'm not even doing anything to actually have to earn this. This is just me doing what I would normally do and just getting free money completely separate of social media. I just like to include it here because it could be used in social media in some regard, right? You see it pop up when you go on my YouTube or my Twitter. So in some way it's sort of integrated with social media, but it's not really the same as all these other ones here. Steem and Hive make up a small portion, but as I was saying, I think it is still worth including. I actually didn't include Uptrennd on this chart, so I will add that in after this, and then that will it'll be more correct. It'll be more accurate. It's probably just 1% or something, so it's not a big deal that it's missing. I just noticed that now though, because I took off Uptrennd previously because it was so low in my the earnings that I was pulling from it that I didn't feel like it was relevant, and I didn't want to mislead people into thinking that they could earn a lot. I still don't think you really can. It just so happens that with the price value, it's a lot more feasible. I don't know how sustainable that is, but it does seem sort of worth the time. Mind you, I am level 19 on Uptrennd, so I get a lot more than the average person, but I had to spend a ridiculous amount to get there too. So, to each their own. I still am mainly going to be pushing PublishOX, LBRY, Read.Cash, and Hive as my top go-to platforms. Brave is always, of course, in there, but it's not really a social media platform. But I'll always push those as my top recommended platforms. Obviously, you can see that's where you're going to earn the most money as well. Let me know what you guys think, though. Where are you earning? How are you, getting cryptocurrency, and what are you doing to make more money? Because I also do a dividend portfolio update where I go through and I talk about my passive income for crypto and otherwise. But I'd love to hear from you guys. How are you earning? Is it all on Crypto Social? Are you doing other things to earn? What platforms do you like to use? What decentralized social media platforms do you want to use, or is there something that you'd like to see And what has your experience been with regular centralized platforms like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching this video to the very end. Since you did, it'd be awesome if you could give this video a like and comment #1ham in the comments below. Also, it'd be awesome if you could subscribe to this channel and follow me anywhere under @ScottCBusiness, because I'm basically on every platform. You can find all the platforms that I am mainly using though at www.scottcbusiness.com. You can also find all my social links as well as my crypto addresses if you'd like to donate to me on Cointree at cointr.ee/ScottCBusiness. And you can also donate directly by donating to scottcbusiness.crypto or scottcbusiness.eth with supporting wallets. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate your support. I'm Scott Cunningham, aka Scott C Business, signing off. Cheers.